Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. Yesterday we had the Daymar rally as hosted by ATMO Esport. I watched the whole thing from start to finish. It was like a whole day event and have already done a summary video for those who simply could not make it but are still interested. If you don't know what I'm talking about and have no idea what a Daymar rally is, please take a look for the overview which is posted over on the new Noobifier Competition on YouTube. It's an esport focused channel and I'm trying to clock up the watch hours, so it's a win-win, right? You watching there supports me and grows the community. And remember, this isn't a one thing or the other thing where the regular Star Citizen channel fights for the esport channel. I'm retired and I have more time to do both better. What I have for you right now is a little bit of a behind the scenes. It was part of the 10-hour stream where I was invited to chat with Christian Gaming and Detox about the event and some other stuff. All the links for everything is posted in the description and at the end. I hope you enjoy.
We're only like 7.5 hours into the race. It's the first rover we've seen. That's mad. But yeah. Thank you for finding that, camera teams.
We're gonna get the myth, the legend. We're gonna get Noobifier in here to talk a little bit about, you know, the rally and his experience, because he's been in chat all day long. You know, so I want to see his experience and how his experience been as a viewer and how he's been liking. I know he's gonna come up probably with a summary for the Daymar rally, but I just want to get a little bit of you know, attention to see how Mr. Noob has been liking the you know, the entire visuals for today's race. So let's get him in here and talk to him.
Ooh, Princess Foxy taking a bit of a clip.
Hey Noob, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hello, are you?
Yo, Noob.
Nice. What a day.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's been a day and we're not even done yet, man. How you feeling? I know you've been watching all day.
It's hilarious. I've just been mesmerized by watching these buggies take air. It's just hilarious.
No regard for their own safety.
Oh man, I mean, you saw the bike division just get, you know, they finished very early. Buggy division is just finishing. Like, I mean, do you feel like you could be in a race like this and in their hours? Okay.
For sure. So the irony is, like, I would love to take a sim rig and like spec it out just to be a car and then try to do this. I know that Star Citizen's like flight, shooting and everything, but for this thing here to actually spec out a buggy as a sim pit and then stream like my perspective plus an outside view of the race, I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be super cool. I'd love to see that. Yeah, because for the people who are watching, they might not know that you're big into your sim racing and you have a full sim racing pit, Noob. So
for sure,
yeah, I'd love to see you taking part in this, and you're going to be streaming soon, right?
That's the plan for sure. So again, like, I'm retired, so that's giving me a lot more time to just pick and choose what I do. So the plan is to push heavy into Star Citizen because that's the community that I'm focused on, but at the same time not wanting to only do Star Citizen because I have the time, but also not destroy the channel that has been built by the community, right? So because I know that not everyone's interested, so if I start spamming content that's off-brand on the main channel, it'll upset people, right?
Yes, it does that. It tends to do that. So where are you looking at streaming, Noob? Where are you going to be streaming on?
So it's kind of complicated because I have this Twitch following of about 3,000 people, but those people are also probably waiting for Star Citizen. So the plan is I've started a new channel for streaming car racing, esport, and I'm going to stream on YouTube first to get used to it, because you guys take it for granted how much complexity there is in being a streamer. It's I'm not afraid of it, but I'm afraid of not doing well at it right away. And it makes sense. You know, you'd be pretty arrogant to say, no problem, you can just start streaming. Because you got to micro everything, right? You got to micro the chat. You got to deal with the game. You know, it's so complicated. So yeah, I'm super excited about this new thing that I'm trying, right?
Yeah, I think you've been around long enough as well. Like, you've been on multiple Twitch channels, you know, over the years. You've been on Twitch shows with me where we've read the chat, and you know, you've been part of that live experience, so you'll probably take to it quite naturally when you do actually start streaming. And yeah, so people can find you on your Twitch channel and YouTube channel for live streams.
Correct. So again, but Twitch is going to be Star Citizen, but what I don't want to do is do my first stream as Star Citizen, if that makes any sense, because it's there's there's 70,000 people on YouTube that are potentially waiting to watch my stream, and then there's 3,000 people on Twitch. So again, as much as I love having the support, there's also a certain level of performance anxiety, right? So I wanna try the Formula One stuff first because it's esport, and just try to get used to managing chat and messing with cameras and setting up the scenes and everything, so that I'm not a complete, dumbass.
Yeah,
that's
a good idea.
So what you're saying is you're gonna practice F1 esports, and then bring those skills over to the Daymar Rally, and we'll hopefully see you next year taking over. Is that what we're getting to here?
Because I've had a good time watching and taking reports. So the plan is to push a report of a summary of this rally. But the reality is, this thing here, if I were to enter it, I could technically watch the vlog and then still do the review, right? Because there's no problem with that. It's a 24-hour delay. It's fine.
Yeah. We've been streaming for 8 hours now, and we're finally getting the truck division to finish and everything. So just happy overall that you've been watching this whole time, man. It's been great so far. Hopefully you've been enjoying the show.
It's been hilarious. Of course, last year I wasn't able to check it out, but this year for sure. I can't believe how fast that Ursa is. This is the thing is just humming along, man.
And
the thing is
for the back ones.
Yeah, it's just not like the Ursa that is in first place right now. He practices almost every single weekend, almost every single night. So he's just about 5 kilometers away from the finish line, and I think it's going to be one of the first Ursas to finish in the history, because we've always had crashes and different things in the past. So.
Unfortunately we don't have a camera on Jet Heller for the finishing up the Jet has just finished. They just broke the news. Jet Heller for the Rover division has just finished and crossed the finish line for the truck division. So that's huge. Really great time. Pretty far ahead. Legendary finish. Well done, Jet Heller. Kuroda Rip Racing, veterans of Daymar Rally. Well done to them. Crossing the finish line. Can we get some flags in the chat and some 07, some GGs, whatever you got out there, everybody watching, for Jet Heller? That's the first person to cross the finish line for the truck division in a Rover. So well done to them. Excellent stuff. Great work. GGs. Well played. And, I can't wait to see who's going to be coming in next.
So Noob, I mean, like you said earlier, you're retiring. You're going to be doing a lot of streaming things, first time, so, I think you're going to kill it, man. You kill it at everything you do. So I think it's going to be great to have more of you, in the community.
I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I mean, the idea of being a content creator as a full-time job is kind of unusual, or it's not really. I've been doing Army so long that I've never, it's part of my identity almost. So looking at something else, the guys at work think it's nuts because the RSMs and Sergeant Majors are like, you're gonna get out of the military and do what? Like, you're gonna go play video games? It makes no sense. But there's a couple of guys that have been following, like my higher ups that have been following, and they know about the channel and they know that it's been growing and everything. So it doesn't, it's not too big of a deal for them. I wanted to say though, before I take off, there was a person in chat that commented that the bikes are very, very fast now, which of course they are. It was like 56 minutes or something for the race. No, it could not have been an hour and 56 minutes.
Yeah, one of them.
56 minutes.
Was 56 minutes.
The thing goes 500 kilometers an hour. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, I know it's they're obviously catching air and hitting the afterburner, but the SCM speed of the Nox, I think, is about 200, and the Dragonfly, I think it's like 140, 150. So I got
an idea though. So next year, instead of like all the other, the track is good, the course is fantastic for these, but the bikes have to do up, down, and back, or else, you know what I mean? Like because it would be fine. Bunsen,
I mean, right now, we're sticking with the lore, and I agree though. I mean, maybe it goes back to Wolf Point, maybe it goes back somewhere else, because I feel like things are getting a lot faster. Things are definitely changing. So, as year over year, we always look at the rule book, and it could change again this year or next year. So Definitely a good point. But yeah, they're finishing in an hour, and that's because of the whole gravel lift change that they just put out, just recently. So it's been pretty crazy.
But it looked cool though. Like when you're like as a spectator watching this thing just go straight across the desert like mock chicken, I was like totally stoked to see that.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah, I can agree, and I think Detox can agree, and you can agree on this. I think when the game does get to a point where it's fully optimized, I feel like times could even be faster. How do you guys feel about that? Like just that statement in general?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're only going to get better when the game is more optimized for for this kind of thing, these races. I mean, we haven't seen as crazy desync as we saw in the previous race, where sometimes we'd suddenly see vehicles jittering all over the place. They haven't been that bad at all this year. It's actually been pretty good. I know that some guys were experiencing lag and things, which is to be expected, but overall it's been pretty good from what I'm seeing from the races.
Yep. I totally agree. Noob, man, again, thanks for taking some time out of your day. I know you've been watching all day. Glad you've been enjoying the race. Glad you've been, glad to have you, in the community more full time, guys. If you guys want to, make sure you guys go follow Noobifier, man. Make sure you guys show him some love. He's a partner for ATMO Esports as well. So if you guys are checking out our merch store, we do have some items for Noobifier. There's a bomber jacket that commemorates his time in the service, and then there's a patch that goes along with it. So if you guys want to go check that out, please feel free to do so. But he's been a great partner to us, giving us these incredible summaries for all of our events and really putting a lot of great work for the community itself. So any last words? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
For myself, I would just like to mention that this whole thing today is going to be summarized and put up. My plan is, even so it's like 8 o'clock here at night, my plan is to work through and get it fixed and published with all the footage and everything. And I'm going to put that up onto the new channel Competition, because it's a race focused channel and this is an esport race. So I thought it made the most sense. And then in 24 hours, I might just put it up on the Noobifier channel, because there's still 68,000 people that want to see it, and not everyone has seen the new channel. So please, if you see that pop up, share it, because if anyone hasn't seen or isn't aware or hadn't had time to watch it, at least they can watch the summary and be ready for next year. That's the plan.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I think that's a great point too, Detox. Like having to go watch that summary so people can understand, how things work and talk a bit about the rally. So a very good point on that. So anyways, Noobifier, again, thank you so much, man. We're happy to have you back more full time in the community, man. And we'll talk to you soon.
Excellent. Thanks very much for having me. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Cheers, Noob. Take it easy, man.
Bye.